Welcome to another edition of Vees View on Castanet.net. I'm Colton Davies. This week we're chatting with one of the newest Penticton Vees forwards, Andre Ghantous, number 10. He was acquired in a trade about 2 weeks ago from the Alberni Valley Bulldogs. We'll be asking him all about that in a moment here. Let's get started with getting to know you a little bit here, Andre. I know you're a third-year player in the BCHL. You're a veteran guy, going to be 20 later this calendar year. And your hockey origins are from Southern California, Glendale area. So tell me about where you grew up and where you grew up playing hockey here.
Yeah, no, I grew up in Glendale, California. That's where I've lived my whole life till I came to the BC. And yeah, I grew up playing for the LA Selects till they merged with the Junior Kings. And then from there, my final 2 years, I played with the Junior Ducks before I went to the BCHL.
So what's the landscape like for, you know, we had Jackson Niedermeyer, who's another player on this team from Southern California, and he was telling us how in the recent couple of years it seems like the interest in hockey in SoCal has really spiked, and you're a couple years older than him, obviously, when you were playing your minor there, but would you say the same thing on the hockey scene there?
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, the Junior Ducks program has done a really good job, especially with incorporating it with high schools in California, and it's definitely grown a lot since I started playing hockey back in California. You're seeing, you know, so many players in the BCHL, USHL, you know, going, you know, throughout junior hockey in North America from California. It's becoming a really big hockey market.
So what would be your favorite NHL team growing up where you did?
LA Kings. That's where I got into hockey. Went to a Kings game when I was 2 years old. Yeah.
They got a couple of Stanley Cups in their back pocket in the recent years here.
Yeah.
So how'd you end up in the BCHL? Obviously, you've been in this league for 3 years, and of course, that's where you came from, Southern California.
Yeah. No, one of my coaches at the Junior Ducks, August Aiken, he had played for Trail and had played in the BCHL before, and he had known Cam and stuff, and he had told me to go to Trail Spring Camp, and then I went to there, and that's where I got signed with Trail. Fantastic.
So obviously, I mentioned off the top, you're a third-year BCHL guy, and you spent the first 2 years in Trail here, so in the same division as Penticton. So obviously you know the facility and the atmosphere here from the other side. And now the last couple weeks, you've of course gotten used to it, or getting used to it from the inside. So tell me, how's your experience been getting used to the team, you know, the environment, and really the city here, Andre?
A little weird at first, you know, never thought I'd be playing for Penticton, especially, you know, going head-to-head with them for the past 2 years when I was in Trail. But it's been a good transition. You know, all the guys have been really welcoming. You know, all the trainers, the coaches, you know, everything have been really good. And, you know, obviously they have really good facilities here, and it's just been awesome to be here so far the past couple of weeks.
Fantastic. And I know Trail has had, where you were the last couple of years, has had kind of a resurgence with the fan base. But, you know, here most people know that it's been good for a long time. So how have you been received, or how have you received really the fans? I know, you know, you had the home opener in your first weekend here, so tell me about what you've seen from a fan point of view.
Really good. You know, obviously, you know, it's a big rink. We get a lot of fans, but you know, it's awesome. You know, playing over here with a big fan base and being able to, you know, score in that home opener and get the crowd going. It's pretty awesome. Yeah.
So fans would have became familiar with your name very quickly. Of course, your first game a couple weekends ago, you had 3 points against Merritt, and then the home opener was the next night. So those were your first 2 games playing anywhere this season. So how are you feeling about your game? I know you've played 5 games now in a Penticton Vees uniform, Andre. How's it gone so far?
Pretty good. You know, getting a little chemistry with the line and stuff, and you know, getting to be able to play with all the guys, and it's you know, getting a lot better now, and you know, excited to keep the season going and have a long run this year.
Seems like the team, you know, they got off to a 2-3 start, which is maybe uncharacteristic for Penticton, but you know, you guys had 3 wins before a loss to Vernon on Saturday. So, you know, you got 3 games this week. So how are you guys feeling heading into the next stretch of games here? I know you have Merritt in your building Wednesday night for the first Wednesday home game of the season. How are you guys feeling heading into this week?
Really good, really good. You know, we got a tough week, you know, our first 3-game week of the year. But, you know, we're really excited and, you know, ready to go into this because we know it's a big weekend to get back up in the standings.
Again, this is Andre Ghantous, one of the newest Penticton Vees forwards, and I'm Colton Davies. This has been Castanet's Vees View. You can see Ghantous and the Vees on Wednesday night, their next game at home against the Merritt Centennials.